Welcome back to Anime Fight Club, everyone. My name is Grim. Today we're checking out Baki, Son of Ogre, chapter 169, entitled Start. Now, if this is saying that the battle between Pickle and Baki is finally about to start, that's crazy, because they've been going through some mess so far. So let's see what's about to happen. It was that kind of stance that the one that everyone uses before running with all their strength. This is pretty old. Even in the days of the Olympics before the World Wars, this stance was already used by the contestants. The very beginning of the history of the short distance sprint. Only one foot was used for the initial impulse. That was the only effective way to be in the horizontal position as fast as possible. Exploring the evolution of the start, we came to this stance. This is called the crouching start, and it's currently the standard stance for short distance sprint. Let's take a look at it. Using a floor device called the starter, it will help you come rapidly into a horizontal pace without loss of speed. Obviously, without the device, you could not start the race in a horizontal position without the proper impulse. And today, finally, for the first time in the history of the Earth, the one who can perform an actual horizontal start without devices has appeared. So that's what that meant. Incredible. This man has completely put himself up against this barricade to be able to launch himself forward. The only fastest start in the history of mankind will be performed by this young man. He was a primitive person. The opponent of Hanma Baki launched this as an attack. It was going to be less than a second before the impact. Later on, Chinese martial arts instructor Retsukayo gave a detailed account of what happened and stated this: "I felt it. It's a little complicated to explain in mere words, but at that moment, I largely felt the way it was. I see now. In those harsh ancient times, Pickle was always doing this. Sometimes using the power of trees and shrubs, sometimes using the powers of rocks and boulders. That's how he managed to stop animals that were almost 5 tons over his own weight. Goodness, with just sheer power. And at the same time, I felt something different inside Baki. Baki's weight is no more than 155 pounds, and I'm over 250 pounds, and I wasn't even able to hold my ground for a single moment. That body blow, how could anyone? Moreover, the conditions of this match are far more intense than the time I faced off the ground attack. We just have to wait and see how the match is going to end after this." Huh? What did I feel at that moment? The one that was less than a second? Let's see. For example, think about the best curry rice you've eaten in one bite. You can taste it. Salty, spicy, sweet, a bit sour. You can feel the smell, the volume, the food texture, and the spice that's spread over the rice. To put it simply, it will take close to 10 minutes to create. Something that will be enjoyed and tasted instantly. 10 minutes for something that will take you 1 spoon and less than a second to recognize all the details that will tell you how the rest of the meal is going to be. In that sense, I bet you understand how I felt. Wow. Oh man, but it was surprising. Baki was standing there. For some reason, he stopped completely. He even forgot his stance. He was frozen, waiting for Pickle. If he does the same thing Jack did, I'ma lose it. Like if he also sends Pickle into the rafters, done. Yes, he was there, prepared to receive that attack in full impact. For sure, there was no time to block it or avoid it. But something happened. Retsu's just too cool with these glasses. He flew away. Pickle flew away. I'm not talking about he flew as in he. And I'm not talking about he flew as in he got tossed away. He literally, in midair, high and far, he went up, up, and away. So I'm assuming, yeah, Baki had to have done the same thing that Jack did and used Pickle's momentum to send him flying, and Baki would be even better at it because he's more adept to like using techniques than Jack. Jack's doing it was a big feat to me because Jack is just muscle and savagery. But for him to think to use Pickle's momentum against him, that was a huge moment for me and Jack. I kind of expected this from Baki, but I'm glad he did it. But how was he thrown out? I'm not sure. Yes, that's it. In the nick of time, Baki did a movement something like this. This movement that won't even drive away a fly cannot be found on the records of techniques of ancient Jiu-Jitsu or Aikido. That Pickle weighs more than 450 pounds, was sent flying to the ceiling. A guy not even half his size or weight simply lifted him away like a small stone. Amazing. At that time, that bastard Pickle had so much balls. Brave is too little of a word. Hanayama, he started praising the bravery and the unlimited courage of Pickle and not the efforts of Baki. Wow, so Hanayama sees what Baki has become. Chapter 170, No Reply. The real battle starts from here. How many times have we said this? That's what I'm thinking. The true battle starts from here. Every time we say this, the battle gets more violent. The battle gets more exciting. Let's keep repeating it until we reach the very end. What hype. I like that. So Pickle standing up in these rafters looking down at Baki. Surely he's livid. His famed tackle has been bested twice by brothers at that. Just as I expected from the strongest of the Jurassic period. Why? Wasn't Baki the one that threw him off? Then why is Pickle the one being amazing, huh? Asking Hanayama. It's a little too complicated to explain, but I figure it's something like this. Power that's coming straight forward to you is strong, but that same power is weak on the sides and can be manipulated. When you're shot by a gun, the bullet that enters into the stomach may exit through the side of your waist, or it can, in some cases, exit from your shoulder. This happens because the impact of the bullet with the soft sides of your stomach may cause various effects. In extreme cases, it would be like the bullet being deflected by a leaf of a house plant without being destroyed. Because of this immense dash power that the bullet possesses, with only a single soft touch on the sides, the bullet can change its trajectory completely. So that's why when Baki barely touched Pickle on the side, Pickle got repelled with such an amazing force. But Baki applied no force into it. Pickle flew on his own. That's what Hanayama said. Talking about the fight, the words of Mr. Hanayama reminded me of another battle. In the year 1964, Miami, Florida, it was a fight for the World Heavyweight Pro Boxing title. Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston. Liston launched a full force right straight and Clay performed a quick parry, a brush off. Because of that, Liston's shoulders suffered a severe dislocation. Many experts and specialists say that Clay's parrying was way too intense and that caused the injury. But that's wrong, because the dislocation wasn't caused by the parrying, but rather by Liston's extreme punching power. In that case, we should praise Liston for having so much power in his hands that he dislocated his own shoulder, right? So Baki stopped mid-fight. That's what I'm saying, man. The psychological warfare. He's not concerned with Pickle. He's like, I need to pee. So he stops and turns around to pee. Pickle's looking at him like, no, you did not. Oh my goodness. Baki is marking the territory. Again, man, this is Baki's repertoire of techniques is crazy. Man, so he knows his like, this is Pickle's home. This is Pickle's arena. This is where he sleeps, eats, thinks. This is Pickle's home. And Baki is marking it himself with his piss, making this his territory. So this should, so in Pickle's mind, he should be getting beat up, and now he's getting his home taken away from him. Look at his face. Man, the art, like, he really captures the bewilderment and concern on Pickle's face. I love it. Hey, look at him, all done. This is my arena now. Yeah, what do you think of that? I marked the 8 sides and connected them. By doing that, me, who was waiting with you, on my half for so long. Now I own the whole territory. What are you gonna do about that? What? Yeah, that's right. Hanayama. Baki just gonna keep pushing Pickle. Man, he really wants to see how strong he is. Pickle lands. Baki looks prepared. Pickle's pissed. He's probably pissed, concerned. You know, Pickle, enough with the mind games, okay? No more magic for this part of the show, I promise. T-Rex style, Triceratops, etc. It was too exaggerated. I messed it up a little bit. Let's start from the beginning, alright? Back to the old school, Homo sapiens. Let's fight like men. To walk up to this though, man, I wanted to do this at least once. Okay, I'm thinking these are Pickle's hands in the air, and he just smashed Baki. A straight fist fight. That was so stupid, right? Chapter 171. I want to see. Pickle looks like a woman in this image. It's crazy. No way. Onto the ground. He got slammed onto the ground. A straight fist fight to fight like men. I read his lips. What would happen if this was... What would happen if... So Baki was out for a second. Wakes up, opens his eyes, look behind him. Assuming Pickle... Yep. Ooh, this is a mean image. Katung. Just mean. Like this... Oh my goodness, Wolfang, like they dropped this sound. This is the perfect sound. Like something just extremely heavy dropping. Oh my goodness. So he stumps Baki with both feet. 450 pounds, not to mention the force exerted with him stretching his legs like this. Crazy. Man, so it looks like he reached, oh maybe that, no, that's Baki's fist trying to block him from Pickle's onslaught. Yes. Yes, Pickle's stumping. Yes. Yes, I see clearly. Really. It's already strong. Even if I completely defend, full defense, it's completely, the arm he used to block seems like it would end up becoming a weak point. He's the strongest of them all, no comparison. This is his third vicious attack. Superhuman strength? Yes. Speaking about the super strong ones, that funny guy, yes, Biscuit Oliva, that old man. I'd like to see him in this situation. I wouldn't, because I like Oliver and I don't want to see him get eaten. Oliver's strong, but his muscles are used for like a different purpose. The fact that he repurposes them for fighting is cool, but Pickle survived off this one. I'm glad that they didn't come across each other, in all honesty. I wonder if he'd be willing to do this. A fist fight in your face. Damn, it would be legendary. The best in the world. Speaking of the best match would be, of course, he's watching me from over there with that fist. Yes, him. He doesn't use any tricks or anything. I wonder if he will go head on with him. Yes, a head on fist fight. Head on? Now that would be dope. I'd like to see Hanayama fight Pickle. I feel like that would make more sense based off Hanayama's gimmick, that tattoo on his back, him being an immovable object. That would make more sense to me than Oliva. I don't know. Speaking of the head on attacks, what would be the best attack? What would be the best back attack? No way, it doesn't work like that. The best on his back would be nobody else but him, the Ogre. Oh yeah, both of them, they use the same stance. Yes, this is what I would love to see. I wonder what would happen. It would be amazing. Yes, it would. Oh my goodness. But obviously, sure, the one I want to see the most, the one I can hardly wait to see how he does, is Baki Hanma. How is he going to take this beast with straight punches? So this was the cool several chapters of Baki, son of Ogre. can't wait to see, I guess, Baki continue to progress. I honestly still waiting to see Pickle transform. Baki continues to piss Pickle off, parrying his attacks. He pissed all over his territory, trying to make it his own. So, I mean, I can't wait to see Pickle transform. How is Baki going to deal with that? How is he supposed to deal with these punches? I don't understand how he's still conscious, but hey, what do I know? Leave a comment below, hit the thumbs up on this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thank you very much. Please consider sharing with at least one friend. Let's try to continue growing the community. Check the link in the description for the next video. It'll also be on the screen momentarily, as well as the playlist if you're a new subscriber and would like to catch up. Thank you for joining me for this video. Again, hit that thumbs up, and as always, otaku for life.